Hello YouTube, today I'm going to show you how to make a bleep application. So it's going to be possibly for iPhone and iPad, or maybe just iPhone, we'll see. All I know is in my thing I am going to make it universal. So we're not going to use storyboards or automatic reference counting. I'm going to make it universal, and I'm just going to call it bleep. Just going to call it bleep. And I'm going to save it inside here. I don't know, I just save it in random folders. So I'm just going to save it there. Now this is our bleep thing, and I'll just let you hear it. Might take a while for it to load, but I'm just going to deselect landscapes here. And yeah, so that was it. We're going to want to duplicate this since our app is for universal, or at least mine is. I'm going to want to duplicate this, and as you can see, then it'll bring up a new one more sensor beep button, and that's going to go let's wait for it to load, and that's going to go right here. I'm going to put it. So I'm going to rename it to beep, and then I'm just going to rename this bleep. So bleep. So beep and bleep. So we're going to want to add those to our project. Before we do anything, let me just move my simulator picture so it doesn't get in the way. There we go. So let's just add these to our supporting files and copy items into destinations group folder and finish. And those two should be added, beep and bleep. Then we're going to add the little bleep button that we've got. So links for all these, links for the beep and bleep, the actual sounds will be in the description below. Okay, so let's get started. So you see here, we've got xibs, we've got viewcontroller iPhone.nib and iPad.nib. So what we firstly want to do is in our, we're going to click on our bleep. We're going to go to our build phases in our targets, link binary with libraries, and we're going to add a framework, audio toolbox.framework. We're going to drag audio toolbox into the frameworks folder. And now we need to go into our viewcontroller.h file, our viewcontroller header file, and we're going to import our audio toolbox / audio toolbox.h. So once it's imported, what we want to do is go into our iPhone view controller thing, and we're going to go into here where it's got a color, and we're going to simply change that color to a black. Then we're going to add a round rect button just randomly in the screen, and we're going to add a default image to it, and that's going to be the bleep image. And of course this image is going to be way bigger. It's going to be about this big in length, that is, and in width maybe about that big. And then that's just going to be placed in the middle, so about there. So once we've gotten that, we're just going to go back into our header file. Oh wait, no. Keep inside the thing. Go into editor on the top here, and you'll see we've got this thing here with our header file. We're just going to click on our round rect button, and we're going to drag in to here, control and click, and it's going to be an action. We're going to name it play sound. Just as I've got it there, ID, touch up inside, sender, connect. There we go, we've gotten those. Now, this is what I've done in other sound files. I've just done that, and that made sure that it worked. So now what we need to do is we need to do the same for the iPad. So let's just go back to our normal view by clicking on this. And this is our iPad view, which I will also change the color to a black. and I will also add a round rect button into it, changing that to bleep. And I'm also going to do that just so that that doesn't show the side, just so we can get the screen better. I'm just going to make it a massive bleep button, as you can obviously see. Not that big though, just so that the white doesn't show, so just that big. And then we're going to make it this big, since that's how big it's got to be. And we're just going to place it in the middle of the screen. So let's just go ahead and do that. So there it is, it's in the middle. Now we're going to open up our editor, and we're going to click onto our thing, and we're going to connect the action. So for some reason my thing's lagging. Alright, so connect action. Now with our button, this one is going to be called bleep, and then that's that. That's going to be called bleep. And then we go into our iPhone.nib file, and we grab onto our button there, and we're going to call it beep. So beep and bleep. So we've got our two buttons that we need. Now what we are going to want to do is I'm going to get the coding from my other file, because I am sort of a newbie to xcode. Like I only started about 4 or 5 weeks ago. I do know quite a bit about programming, but like, yeah. Okay, so this is what we're going to need in our .m file. In our .h file we are finished. We don't need anything else in our .h. So we're just going to copy this, and then we're going to go into our viewcontroller.m, and we're going to see here we're going to delete the two curly brackets that it's got there. We're going to move the IB action that we've got right underneath implementation view controller, and then we're just going to go like that, and then space, or wait, no, just without a space, like that, and then that. And once we're done with that, in between that we're going to add our coding. So let's paste it. That's our coding. I will add this coding in the description. This coding will all be in the description. Now, yeah, so we don't need the bridge file. I just had it from my other folder, but we don't need it in this case. Okay, so we've gotten that. Now we're going to go to our iPhone, into our files owner, and into our received actions. Play sound, button beep is connected. And then files owner and play sound, button bleep is connected. So now let's give it a go on the iPad first, and then we'll give it a go on the iPhone as well, just to make sure. And then if it is, it's ready, and we have just created an app. A bleep, it's a very simple app, but yet really fun to play with. So let's just get it done with. So iPad simulator, right here, bleep opens up. See, works perfectly. If we just go to our hardware on top of the iOS simulator, and we change device to iPhone, also just to make sure, let's have a go, see if it works for the iPhone too. So all we do is just a simple click and it goes bleep. So let's just open up our bleep, and so there you go, it works. Yeah, so it works. We can quit the simulator now. So there we go, that app is now done. We don't need any more coding for it, that's all we need. For a simple bleep thing. We can also add a toolbar on the bottom which can take us to other pages with different sounds like shut your mouth and stuff like that. I will show you those, how to do all those in the exact same project here as we've got in our next video. So for now, just Command S to save. And that's it. So I hope you enjoyed. Comment, rate, subscribe. And that's it. Bye.